We're back again. Best Ball Barbecue. Day number 1 with a consecutive stream, consecutive draft. The streak starts today. The streaming streak starts today. Last year, we hit over 200 days in a row, consecutively days streamed, streaming best ball drafts, talking everything there is to know about Underdog Best Ball. We're going to be back at it again this year. Big board's out. Pre-draft rankings are out. And it's time to get back into the season of drafting, baby. The season doesn't start after the draft. It starts right now. It's January 25th. The NFC Championship game has 4 minutes left, but the drafting season starts right now. Go down there again. If you're new here, go down there, drop a sub on the channel. Like I said, we are streaming every single day. Some people say every day. I actually mean it. We are streaming every single day. So go down there, drop a sub, drop a like, all that good jazz. We got drafts on deck, little trivia stuff on deck. We're going to watch the rest of this NFC Championship game as well. That's coming up too right after we hit the intro.
Welcome to the Madhouse.
All right, how we doing today? We got Aaron Bindles. How we doing? Oh, Bindles, the 13 Canadian dollars. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, man. Hey, let's just fix my screen here. There we go. Thad, how we doing? Man, I've already done a couple drafts, since they dropped. I think it dropped around like 2 p.m. my time, Central Time, and crazy ADPs right now. I might have to do a war room just because the ADPs are that nuts. You know what I mean? Get like a free EV war room in. I think that might be the move. So we might do a big board and a war room today. That might be on deck. But let's start off with some little NFL. This might be like the new trivia thing. I think it's fun. I play this all the time, so it's the daily game. So basically, we're trying to get the best PPR seasons ever of any pretty much player. I think it's since 2002. So Texans, I'm pretty sure that one's going to be like Arian Foster. He had a pretty good year. Tampa Bay, that's always a tough one because Brady had a good one. Mike hasn't had as like a peak season as well as you thought he may have. Let's go Tom here. Let's go Tom Brady. Ravens. Let's go Derrick Henry for that one. Could go Mark. Let's go Mark Andrews, actually. Mark at 301 is actually a good shout. All right, Jets. I think this one's Brandon Marshall. Eagles. It's got to be Saquon. Actually, I think it might be Westbrook. I think Westbrook had a better year. Commanders. Ooh, this one's tough. It's not Terry. I don't know if another receiver really had that. Like, is there another receiver that had like an unreal season for the commies, or a running back too? I just like Alfred Morris had a good one, but it wasn't unreal. You know what I mean? Let's go with Garcon. That's not good at all, actually. And then Falcons. Falcons is going to be probably Julio. I don't think anyone had a better year than Julio did. 98.5%. So who did I fuck up the Jordan Reed? So I should have switched Jordan Reed and Ray Rice. That's still pretty good. That was pretty good. We got everything right but one. Everything right but one. That's actually pretty good. Fuck yeah, man. Let's get after it. All right, here we go. The moment you've all been waiting for. 3 contests for 2026 best ball. Loaded up, queued up, ready to go. We get the big board, little board, and the war room. We're gonna start with the big board, obviously. Like I said, I already put I've done 4 drafts, so I put my exposures in there just so you can kind of see some stuff. But let's get after it. Let's do a countdown. Let's do, how we normally do this thing. Let's get to drafting the big board in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. All right. Waiting for 7. If you want to come draft with us, we're on the big board. Come draft with us. Biggest takeaways, man. Like, I don't know if the thing is. I might have to download a new thing because I literally did just do this. Maybe if I refresh it, could be because it's a new type of deal. All right, whatever. So biggest takeaways from drafting so far for me. You can get Nicholas Singleton because right now he doesn't have an ADP. He should be like the third rookie RB off the board. 2, 3, or 4. He's somewhere in there. And you can get him pretty consistently. And I'm saying this right now. I've got him in every draft but one so far. You can get him in around 14. I just got him in around 15 in the little board. So you can get Nick Singleton pretty easily right now. I wonder what his ADP is going to be like tomorrow when they update the ADP. But yeah, so Nick Singleton's the big one because I mean we can do this right now. If you look at it, he's not ranked, which is a mistake. It's just a mistake. Another one. So and there's a lot of like there's some rookie running backs that aren't ranked that are good like 20 round clicks. There's 2 good receivers, like 2 receivers. I think everyone should be leaving with in the 20th round because no one really knows their names yet. But I think I don't know if like. I think Nicholas Singleton is going to have a like meteoric rise. He's going to steam up boards. Like I think when it's all said and done, like post combine, he could be top 10, like a top 10, like 10th round pick in the top 10 rounds. So that's one of the biggest things with Singleton is draft him now while you can, and then like don't be afraid to chase him up the board a little bit because after this guy tests, he's a crazy like height weight type thing. Like people are going to talk themselves into Singleton. So. All right, real quick too. 3rd and 8 for the Seahawks here. Okay, so I got this game on too because I'm really curious. All right, here we go. I'm gonna be back and forth for this last 3 minutes. I want the Rams to win. I'm not gonna lie. I want the Rams to win. Oh man. Cooper Kupp right down to the sticks. Sheesh. All right, who do we got in here, man? We got Thad's in here. What's going on? JSY, how we doing? FF Link's been on all these. Aaron, how we doing? King of Kings, King of QC, Queen City, baby. And then HDJD, whatever. How's it going? It's wild to just be back in the mix. You know what I mean? Back to drafting, back to hanging out with everyone. It's wild to be back in the mix. I'm not going to lie. So, yeah. So, obviously, like I said, I'll go over the rookie receivers kind of when we get there. But Nick Singleton's the biggest headline of this entire thing for me. I think Jeremiah Love is actually way too low. I think I've heard a lot of people saying that, but you can get him at the 1-2 turn. I got 2 teams with Love on it with Gibbs, Love, and then like JSN Love. That feels like because I think Jeremiah Love, and I was talking about this with Cody on his channel. Where we kind of break it down like our favorite rookies. Go watch that video if you do like 2 hours of us breaking down our favorite rookies from the class. So I thought it was a pretty good video. Go watch that if you have not already. But Jeremiah Love, I think he's gonna be a better player in the NFL than Genty. And I maybe he doesn't go at like 5, but I think it's better. I mean, the lower I think he's a better talent. I think the lower he goes, the better team he's gonna end up on, right? Like Genty was like the worst landing spot ever. So I think you gotta take his rookie season with a grain of salt. I mean, he's ranked fucking high in here too. It's not like you're getting a discount on him, but yeah, I don't know. Just it's interesting with Jeremiah Love because like you can get him right. He goes like next to Derek. Like he should be way higher than this. I don't think people realize how good of a prospect he is. I don't love man. I don't know how much I'm gonna be drafting CMC. CMC 11 though. I'll take the chance. The touches thing really worries me with him, and I'm not usually a touch guy. But the touches with CMC is alarming. It's very alarming, actually. So I don't know what to make of that. So, yeah, in this first round, too, it's like after CD, Amon-Ra's kind of that receiver over here. And then you have like the slew of running backs where it's Cook, Achane, McCaffrey, and then JT's normally in that mix, too. JT doesn't normally go that high. So that's been interesting, too. And then you have this. I think Neighbors needs to fall a little bit. I don't think he's going to be playing week 1. I mean, I'm fine with London. London or Jefferson here has kind of been my comfy click. I'm not totally there on Saquon. I'm not totally there on Genty or Hampton. Like, I think I would click Love over all those guys. I know maybe that's crazy. Let's just go London. I feel like JJ should still be the click there. I truly do. but I don't know. Let's just go London. London's safe, and it's fucking Drake London, you know? I mean, hey, it's Drake London.
Meet me at the London. If you find time, we can run one.
JSN just hit a big play. Are the Seahawks going to be able to drain this clock right now? They actually might be able to like just end the game, which is no fun. What does JSN have? He's 139 yards, 10 catches, and a touchdown. Typical JSN things. That's crazy, bro. That's wild. CMC London to start this thing off. Look, whoa. We got a McBride Bowers team on the turn. Look at that. HD. I'm just calling him HD. I know that's not his name, but holy shit, man. Does not care. I didn't even see that in the moment. Couple RB teams. That's gonna be something that you can. It's like there's a lot of RBs kind of steamed up, man. You know, like I don't know, these first 2 rounds. Like I think if you could start Gibbs Love, you do it every time. I think that's an unbelievable start. I think that's crazy. All right. I wish Bijan wasn't the 101. It's like the 101 curse. When's the 101 ever been deserving of the 101? Because it hasn't. Chase actually did have a really good week 17, but like season long, probably it wasn't worth it. You know what I mean? So we'll see. All right. Rams are about to get freaking slow rolled here. They're about to get milked on. This is crazy, man. I would see. I mean, Darnold's played out of his mind. Darnold's played a really good game. Good for him. Again, if you're just joining us, welcome in. If you haven't dropped a like, go down there, drop a like. 40 likes for second draft. Is that as business as usual on this channel? But yeah, go down there, drop a like, drop a sub. Like I said, we're streaming every day. Like I said that if you're around for the baseball stuff, which not many of you were, but if you did tune into any of the baseball drafts, I said I was gonna start the streak then, and obviously I didn't. But like football, like now we are back in the swing of things, right? Football's back. This is like when everything starts. Is the fucking big board. I was a big board finalist last year. You know, I fucking love the big board. RJ Harvey on that team, you know, like that was kind of my biggest stand was the Harvey thing. I mean, it got me to a big board final. Didn't do anything remotely worth mentioning in the big board final, but we still got there. You know, we had a chance, and that's all I can ask for. Okay. Kyron this high just feels way too rich for me. I feel like, I mean, Breece is the free agent thing. I feel like that's kind of priced in, though, is it not? I mean, he could be so much better than this. He's in he's so young. He's really in the prime of his career. Let's just go Breece. Adams feels high. He's just getting up there in age, man. I worry about Adams. Pitts is way too high. I think Pitts is going to be a Falcon again. Even I think he's way too high. I think Loveland here is fine, though. I don't mind Loveland. Devonta Smith, Garrett Wilson, that's just fucking scary, though, playing that game. Let's go, you know, they're going to have a new old coordinator. Let's go Devonta Smith, you know, just hoping that it's better this time around with a new offensive coordinator. So, wow. Seahawks are 3 yards away from the Super Bowl. First down ends it. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Okay. Crazy Donald can be a Super Bowl champ before Lamar, Burrow, Allen. Yeah, all from the same draft class, right? Baker, too. Baker's in that class, too. That class is look back on that class now, and you're like, man, that's some pretty crazy shit. Some pretty crazy stuff. That 2018 class, man. I guess Burrow wasn't in that class. Lamar, Allen, though. Yeah, they were both in that class? Or no? Allen was 2018. I don't remember what Lamar was. I forget exactly what the class was. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I was going to say, I feel in terms of sub goals, We do have some sub goals. We only have one at the moment, so bear with me. But we're currently at I think we're at 1,465 right now. 1,465, I believe. I'll do something for like 1,500. It'll be something small, but I'll do something. You know, it's kind of a milestone. 3,000. And granted, we'd have to double up on subscribers from. Can we get 1,500 subs in 9 months time? I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. But 3,000 is going to be the 24-hour live stream. You know, it's got to be something. It's got to be something like that's attainable, but it's hard to do. So 3,000 subs is a 24-hour live stream. I'll do something for 2,000 too. I don't know what 2,000 will be, but we will do something for 2,000. So we'll see. So go down there, drop a like, tap that bell too. We're gonna start our probably not tonight. We could probably start it tomorrow though. I think we started tomorrow. Watching these guys. We did it last year where we pull up the highlights. I don't give a damn about the demonetization. I really don't. I think it's more fun to pull up these highlights and kind of watch them together as a community. I think that's way more. I don't care about the 14 cents I'm going to lose, on a couple videos. So we're definitely going to watch some of these prospects. I've already watched like almost all the relevant ones, but we'll really dive into them, spend some time with them, do the rankings. I should probably I'm going to pull up the rankings from last year because I think it's pretty, I don't know. I like, it's kind of just fun to look at, kind of what we were thinking last year. I haven't even pulled it up in a while. So we'll pull that up here in a minute after I make these 2 clicks. Lemon always goes right here. Lemon at his ADP is like the biggest steal because he's the best receiver in this class, and he's ranked as the 3rd best one in this class. Just go Burden, I think. I think we were at Burden and then maybe get Caleb here. I think that's fine. Caleb, fall a little bit in ADP. We'll see what HDHD does. I don't know if HDHD can afford to go Caleb. Kind of needs like other positions after going 2 tight ends. Definitely our running back lull here, though. That's for sure. The QB rankings are kind of ridiculous, too. Like Drake May's QB2. I don't think Drake May should be QB2. He does run, but does he run that? Like, does he have the absolute ceiling of everyone not named Josh Allen? I don't think that's the case. I think Caleb has a higher ceiling than May does. Yeah, let's go. Let's go Caleb. Chicago, Burden. Still kind of get more later. Adunze is available later as well. Or no, he's right there. Sorry. I always forget Adunze goes right there. Adunze goes higher than you think. I thought Burden would go before Adunze, but I guess not. All right. I gotta find running back. Running back rankings. I gotta find. Here we go. Found it. Okay. So we'll look at this here real quick. It's going to be bright, so I apologize. But these were our running back rankings last year. Going post-draft. This is post-draft. And this is kind of just watching the guys. Ollie Gordon as an asterisk. So Genty, Hampton, Quinshon, Travion. Scatabo over Caleb, which was hot at the time. Harvey we had high. Giddens, rip. Samson, fine. Biggest miss was what? Probably Manungai and Marks. Those are like my 2 lowest graded ones. That's funny. So I don't know, just something to look at. Yeah, I think the May ADP is wild. What's going on? Green Bean, how we doing? Ball's life, how we doing? All right. The Rams suddenly have a chance here. They're gonna have like 30 seconds. All right. Okay. So we'll probably do this big board, and then I think we rip a war room after this. I think we have to do a war room. You know what I mean? While this ADP is so insane, I think we have to give one a rip. I got to be better about labeling drafts this year. Remember which ones are streamed and which ones aren't. I did a really bad job of that last year. All right. Wow. Okay. The Rams have 25 seconds to go 92 yards. That's crazy. No timeouts. I don't know. It doesn't feel that great. What does McVay have in the bag? You gotta. There's probably nothing you have in the bag for this. No timeouts, 25 seconds. You need a touchdown. That's pretty crazy. You probably need to get you just need to get to the 50 and then chuck it, right? Hail Mary. I think the only way they win is on a Hail Mary, unless the Seahawks really fuck something up. Okay, Puka, it's inbounds at the 30. Got to get up and spike it. Ten seconds. That's crazy. All right. Here, who are we looking at? Yamar was kind of who I was looking at there. Stafford feels kind of high. I get it, though. I don't mind Monungai. I also think Pittman's fine. Pittman actually might be the click here. Alec Pierce gone in free agency. I think it's Pittman. It's Pittman. Pittman and then Kraft. He's going to be back week 1. I think he'll be fine. I want to know, do you guys think Parker is for real? Do you guys think the Parker Washington thing is for real? Is he good next year? Because this is a pretty high ADP for Parker Washington. He's over Myers, I feel like it's kind of got to be. What he did down the stretches, it's pretty, it's pretty hard to deny, I feel like. DJ Moore is still under contract. I probably should have just clicked DJ Moore, to be honest. I don't know what HD did here, though. Go double Chicago. Maybe, maybe not. All right, let's go DJ Moore. Double Chicago, Caleb Stack. That feels pretty good. All right, 10 seconds left. Oh my God, they wound it. Seahawks win. Sheesh. That's crazy, man. Seahawks, Pats again. What was that? 2014? 2014 Super Bowl they played? Or no, that wasn't 2014. That was 2015, I think. I think it was 2015 or 16. I don't fucking remember. 2017 was the Falcons one. That's all I know. So it might have been the one right before that. Damn, rip Puka, bro. Sheesh. RIP. Sam Darnold or Drake May. Who's going to win a Super Bowl? I think the Seahawks. Who's favored? I think the Seahawks are going to be favored. Did you guys agree? Seahawks favored in the Super Bowl? Because they got to wait. Their team is better. I think their team is pretty good. And Drake May is not look good. He has not looked good in the playoffs. They've got to figure out something for the Super Bowl, man. They got to figure something out for that because he has not looked good in the playoffs. Yeah, that'd be great. Imagine the same scenario. I honestly, at that point, you might have to pass just because they're if you're a Pats player, there's no way they pass because of the meme, Seahawks -3. I would probably bet Seahawks on that. If game starts today, I'm betting on the Seahawks. I'm not a Vikings fan, but if I was, man, let Sam Darnold go for not crazy money. Now he's going to the fucking Super Bowl. I'd be pretty pissed. I got to fire their GM. Got to fire Kwesi. Got to fire Kwesi, I think. All right. We got 31 people in here on YouTube. What's going on? Welcome in. If you're just joining us, welcome in. Team recap so far. We got Caleb, CMC, Breece Hall, Drake London, Devontae Smith, Luther Bird, Michael Pittman, and DJ Moore. Little Chicago thing. Double RB kind of the start here. The running back thing is the hardest fucking part about these drafts. The running back, trying to find good RBs kind of after those first couple rounds. I just don't know. Last year was a little easier because that the running back class was so good. This year, it's really not that good. You get some guys up top, but like I think there may only be 3 guys drafted in the first 2 days. You know what I mean? So the running back thing is kind of tough. Who can I stack here? I love Brock. We'll roll with Brock with CMC. That feels fine. You know, as many fucking passes as CMC caught this year, I think that's more than fine. We go CMC. Dallas, I don't know. He's a free agent. Kind of felt like he really can't, like, he had a lot better year than I think he maybe should have. Gadsden feels good at this. I mean, there are some crazy tight end. Like Kittle feels way too low. I think Kittle plays week 1. And if Kittle plays week 1, he should not be the tight end 15. You know? Achilles tears are bad, but they're not as bad. Like I don't think they're as worse as like a multi-ligament ACL. You know what I mean? I feel like guys are coming back from Achilles a lot better than they used to, maybe even 5 years ago. So, all right, tight end wide. I'm looking at Gadsden here. I kind of feel like I need another running back though. The same OC, you got Woody Marks there. I think best case scenario, Woody Marks is an RB1, assuming they don't bring anybody in, they don't draft anybody. Also, the Mixon thing, though, there's no way he plays again. Is he? I mean, his foot is really fucked up, you know? So I don't know what his deal is. So maybe we roll with Marks, or is it Gadsden? It might be just be Katron. Let's go I don't like it, but let's go Katron. There's other guys I draft over Katron, rookie RB-wise, but I don't know. Why is Kittle out all year? I don't think he's out all year, is he? He's got 9 months to come back from an Achilles. I don't think he's out. I don't think he's out all year. I feel like I genuinely feel like guys are coming back from Achilles faster now. Like the Rodgers thing. Look at like a perfect example. Like basketball is one you really don't want to tear your Achilles in. Tatum's like gonna play again this year, and he's like 6'8". You know what I mean? Like Tatum's gonna play again this year, and he tore his in what? That would have been May, and it's what? It's like 6 months later. He's probably gonna be playing within the next 3 months. So I don't know. Or I guess that'd be 7 months. So like, yeah, it'd be like, yeah, I don't know. But I don't know, man. We'll see. Does Underdog do a rookie only draft? They do not, but I have fun news. Obviously, so we did it a little bit last year, but Fast Draft has a rookie only draft, and now they have a portal where I can just open up the drafts on my computer now, and then I can stream it that way instead of doing the whole phone janky screen sharing thing. Like this is a way better setup. So that's gonna be a ton of fun. Is doing that. So we're definitely gonna be doing that. We could do it tonight if we wanted to. The rookie draft is fun for them because the QBs are involved, and it's just 6 players. Like there's no position limits. And what's nice there too is like you're like if you really think you found like a diamond in the rough player, it matters a lot more on that platform than it does on this platform because it's only rookies. A majority of the guys are going to be busts, and it's season long scoring too, where it's like if you would have drafted Woody Marks on there, you kind of had to have Woody Marks to win it all, right? So it kind of rewards like the best teams, kind of winning the most money, which is it's just a different format. I think for that specific, it's only 6 rounds. I think it's a lot of fun. So we will see. All right, 4 picks away here. Jacoby Lane's a name. I've been seeing him fall though in drafts. I mean, I don't even know. The thing is about Ayuk is he's gonna be fucking healthy. Who the fuck does he play for? He's definitely not playing for the fucking Niners. So I'm not even looking at a Brock stack. I feel like Hunter, his ADP feels low. This is still like one of the cornerstone receivers of their of their franchise in a way. So I don't know what his deal is. He goes to QC there. I mean, it's Emmett Johnson. Emmett Johnson's like one of the best values right now. I don't know how he goes a full like 2 rounds after Katron Allen. I think he's He's my RB2 in this class, and to get him in the 11th round just feels like every time it feels really good. So we're gonna continue to click Emmett Johnson. I absolutely love Emmett Johnson and everything that he's about. So yeah, that's gonna be a theme on this show for a while. I haven't taken him yet, but this ADP feels a little crazy. Am I nuts? Uncertain return to the NFL. It's still tight. Like someone's gonna get him to go somewhere. He needs the money. He's gonna pay all that child support. I feel like Tyreek this low is worth a couple clicks. You know, it doesn't feel great, but like in the 12th round in the big board, I'm definitely clicking Tyreek. I think even the like 12, 13, his ADP is 151. So 13th round Tyreek at ADP. I feel like over Pat Bryant. You know, like the upside is undeniable with Tyreek. He's probably not going to be in Miami. New coaching staff there. You know, I don't know what his contract is. Let me see. Like he could legitimately go to a contender. Tyreek Hill contract. This is like the fun part of looking at all these contracts because we just don't know. Let's see here. So they can cut Tyreek. I mean, they're gonna have to eat some money either way. So this is the last year of his deal, pretty much. He's a cap hit of 51 mil this year. Holy shit. I gotta find the post. Post June 1, maybe. Cash breakdown. Let me go to over the cap. Tyreek. That's usually better. All right, Tyreek Hill. So post June 1, they cut him post June 1, they can save 35 mil. Dead cap and cap. So yeah, I think they save 35 mil. So Tyreek's trash. Tyreek is still locked up. Is he in prison? I don't think he's in prison, is he? I don't know about that. Tyreek with the enemy again. Yeah, true. I mean, I don't deny that he might be trash. I don't deny that. But like I said, look at the guys we're drafting him around. He could just be Rashid Shaheed, you know? That'd be fun. I think that'd be fine. Locked up by Miami. Oh, okay, yeah. I see what you're saying. I thought you meant he was in jail. That's where my mind immediately went with Tyreek, as it should, I feel like. Okay. So we got Caleb, Brock Purdy, CMC, Breece Hall, Katron Allen, Emmett Johnson, London, Devontae Smith, Luther Bird, Michael Pittman Jr., DJ Moore, and Tyreek Hill. No rookie receivers on this team yet. We'll definitely have a couple of them. There's a couple that I really like. So just wait for that. Don't have a tight end yet. Henry this low feels disrespectful. I can't lie. King of QC also needs a tight end. Barner that feels high for Barner. But unfortunately, Isaiah Likely is like the best value on the board. He's a free agent, and he's like a true receiving tight end. I feel like Likely has to be the click here, and there's no way HD is going. Look at this fucking guy. McBride, Powers, Kittle. Doesn't give a fuck. That running back room, I can't lie. I'd be scared if that was my running back room. So here we go, Likely. And Ayuk, like 158. He's got to play somewhere. All right, let's see. I don't know. But he also just signed a contract. So like that also kind of like a team's gonna have to either pay that or the Niners are just gonna have to eat it. He's not playing for the Niners, but is he gonna play? I just don't know if it's worth it. I'm going with my guy. Jeremy Bernard will have a clip on this show. He's my nut. I'm telling you right now, I will have 30% Jeremy Bernard in pre-draft. He is my RJ Harvey this year. If you missed me talking about him, Toxic Tower. If you missed me talking about him with Off the Schneid on Cody's show, Jeremy, and thank God Cody was in agreement with me on Jeremy Bernard. Jeremy Bernard, I think, his ADP is actually higher than I thought it was going to be. But I think Jeremy Bernard is like one of the most slept on prospects no one's talking about. 3 drops in his entire college career. He can line up anywhere, outside, inside. I think he's more of a slot at the next level, but could line up anywhere. He lined up in the backfield a ton of Alabama. His yak ability is unreal. He runs good routes. He's not an unbelievable route runner, but he has good routes for his size. He's like 6 foot, I think 205 or 210 maybe. He's a pretty big dude, and he's fast, and he just breaks a ton of tackles, man. He's kind of like me and Cody were talking about a little bit. He's a little Corley. He's Corley after the catch for sure, kind of like Malachi Corley coming out of Western Kentucky. But he did all this shit in the SEC. And he only has 3 drops his entire college career. You know what I mean? So like, I just think there's a lot to like with Jeremy Bernard, and I just don't know how I'm not going to click him every time. Nick Singleton goes right there. I was thinking about him right here, but I wanted to click Bernard. I was going to see if Singleton fell to me in round 15. He's like the best click right now on the board. We were just talking about that. If you are joining us late, Nick Singleton in round 14 or 15. If he's there in 14, I think you just take him because I think he gets to over around 10, even maybe pre-combine. If he runs unreal, he's going to get really, really high post-combine. And I think he's going to run the 4.3s, 100%. He's going to run the 4.3s. Dude's a freak. Dude is an absolute freak. He broke Saquon's squat record at Penn State. And he's literally like, he has the body of Saquon. His body is Saquon Barkley. But obviously he's not as good as Saquon Barkley, His thing is like he's fast as shit, he's big as shit, and he catches a shit ton of passes. But there are some vision concerns, There are some like, is he a true running back? It's a little Trey Benson-y with him, but he's a better player than Trey Benson. Way better player. You can use this guy in more ways than Trey Benson. He's somewhere between Trey Benson and TreVeyon Henderson. Maybe a little bit better than TreVeyon because he's just bigger and he's probably faster. But like that kind of that boom bust thing where it's like, I just think like, I think Singleton could be like, he might be a better prospect than TreVeyon Henderson, truly. I truly think that. So, okay. We have likely Parkinson. I like Ferguson. I think he's going to have just take kind of that next step next year. Let's go Ferguson. And then Rachaad White's a great, like he keeps falling down boards. I probably should have just gone running back first because this fucking HDHD that was a mistake by me. I'm going to go Penix here though. Atlanta. I think he might still be back week 1. I think ACL, kind of a long time ago. He's progressing well, is what I hear. We have an Atlanta stack. We have London with it. I think we just go Penix there because he's gonna play next year. Does he start week 1? I don't know, but like I think he's gonna garner some looks. So we'll see on Penix.
Say I've been on my grind, still ain't reached my peak yet, but I'm trying. Put it on the line, go for
2 lamb coupe, 4 lamb trucks, pulling up with.
All right. Singleton and Catron should be close to an AP. Yeah, I think so too. Park could be this year. Kraft. This year's Kraft. Let him fall. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, got you. Talking about Parkinson? Yeah. Jackie Paul. Who's Jackie Paul? I don't even know who that is. Should I know who that is? Is that somebody in here? All right. Okay. All right, we got 44 people watching. First night of the stream being back. Thank you. Again, if you're new, drop a sub, drop a like. There we go. Oh, he's HDHD. Got it. Okay. I know his first name. Yeah, I mean, that was a mistake by me. I should have just drafted White because he wasn't going to take a 4th tight end. I just, that's bad. That's bad game. It's our first day back, first stream back. That was bad. That was bad decision making by me. Imagine I lose because of that. That'd be crazy. So I wonder what I wonder where these ADPs are going to settle. Is it me or is Tank Dell in the 15th fucking absurd? Are we sure he's he's coming back from a serious leg injury. Last time he played, he was actually like one of the biggest busts in fantasy football. And oh yeah, they drafted 2 rookies last year that kind of do what he does. So I don't know Tank Dell. Like he's got to fight just to get his job back, much less like compete for targets. I don't know. Tank Dell is a scary click right now. I'd be clicking So many more guys. Like Troy Franklin, yes. Chris Bell, yes. DK, yeah. I think I don't know if Tank Dell is like even worth a 20th round pick, if I'm being completely truthful. So like this is that range where it's like I have no clue what to do. I just start pulling up rookies usually. This range is not great. This is not a great range. What draft is this? Try to get into $3. It says I have to set my rankings. Got to go do that, but there isn't a player pool. Is the app just behind? Yeah, I don't know. The app might just be behind. I don't know. I haven't drafted. I haven't tried to draft on the app, so I've only been doing it on the browser. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm in the big board right now. Big board is what I'm drafting. I've done a couple little boards. I think I did like 2. I'm trying not to draft. I'm trying to do most of my big boards on stream. That's gonna be the goal at least. So. All right, and again, stick around. I think we're gonna rip a war room after this. Okay, Kirk. What is he still under contract? Is he a free agent? I forget. I think he's still under contract. We got Mooney. That's not gonna happen. Okay, like these running backs here, bro. Like, who the fuck am I supposed to click? These are I can make a case of why all of them will have 0 points next year. I got to take somebody. Let's just go with what Manuel Wilson. Hope they don't draft a running back. He's the backup, handcuff. That's fine. That's fine. But like drafting Caleb, even though Gainwell might be gone, he's probably going to be gone. Maybe not, but Mike McCarthy's there. Maybe Caleb, new coaching staff, that whole thing. I'm not too sure, but man, it's got to be. It's rough. I feel like it's rough. Even if I want to like try and click Caleb, you know what I mean? I don't love it. Any tight ends is did I miss my chance on I forgot to get Stowers. Stowers from Vandy. He is a target, a late tight end target for me, 100%. Otten's just gonna be I just know he's gonna be fucking out there. He's literally just gonna be out there. Let's just go Otten. Like we can live with that tight end room. We can live with that tight end room. I will say Ty Simpson, who HDHD drafted. I just don't think Ty Simpson plays football this year. I don't want him to play football this year. I honestly, like he's just so young. I don't think I don't think a team in their right mind is going to start him and be like, you're going to start this year. Even if he does, I don't know how well he's going to play. He doesn't run. He's kind of just there. I get the appeal. I just don't know if I love it. Yeah, Najee be healthy, maybe. I'm not a huge Najee guy. What's going on, Purple Yosh? How we doing, baby? How are you? You had a good weekend. Shader. Who is the Browns week 1 starting quarterback? Who is the Browns week 1 head coach? Is it Udinski, the Jags guy, the 30-year-old? Is he just like the new? Is he just gonna be like the new McVay? That'd be crazy. What if he's just the new McVay? Starts his own tree. Be pretty nuts. I think he interviewed with the Bills too, didn't he? That'd be sick if he got a head coaching job. That'd be dope. But like, the Browns still have the same problem. They still have Shadur, Dylan Gabriel, and Deshaun is back. What if Deshaun gets some run? What if we get to OTAs and then I'm just waiting for the tweet. It's gonna hit like crack. Deshaun Watson, the first, got a majority of the QB1 reps at OTAs, at Browns OTAs. That'd be pretty nuts. That'd be funny. Everyone loses their minds. What? How could this happen? I just don't know if Shadur's like the week 1 starter. He definitely didn't play well enough to be the week 1 starter. Could he be? Yes, but he didn't play well enough to be the week 1 starter. So I don't know. I had no clue. Okay, I'm thinking one more. Do we draft enough receivers? We might be fine with 7. No, we probably want to go 8, right? Probably want to go 8. 6 RBs. Yeah, we started early. Let's go 6 RBs. We don't need 7. Okay. I'm not going to give away my last receiver click. There's a couple. So I'll tell them right now. Okay, I think Ray Davis has hopefully Ty Johnson just fucking kicks rocks finally. I'm Ray Day if he's here, and then I'll do my receiver guy. Actually, no, I'll go receiver first because HD has 7 running backs. He might need 8 though. No, he's probably going receiver. All right, this is the best, one of the best clicks in the last round. Eric McAllister. This guy's from TCU. Really, really good profile. Had a ton of yards at TCU. He's a true X vertical kind of boundary receiver, and his metrics, like his advanced metrics, are really, really good. Like some really good athletic athletic ability. Kind of TBD where he's going to go like in the draft. But we still have a ton of time for him, his name to steam up and all that stuff. So Eric McAllister, I think, is a really good last round shout for receiver. If you want another one, Skylar Bell from UConn is another really interesting receiver one for last round. You can get these guys aren't getting pulled up right now, so you can definitely get them in the last round. I'll go Ray Davis, but then I'll give you a running back too. A couple of them. Mike Washington is a really good last round running back you can grab. I also like, I think the 3 for me is then Adam Randall from Clemson, and then Jamari Taylor from UVA. These are kind of the 3. If you're looking for a running back click, you're like, I don't want to click Pacheco, Rodriguez, Mixon, like any of these fucking guys. I think, these are kind of the upside rookie swings if that's kind of what you're looking for. Outside of those guys, it's really like rookie wise, it's not great. This is kind of like the 3, I feel like, unless I'm missing somebody. If I'm missing somebody, put it in the chat. But this is kind of the 3 from everything that I've all the rankings that I've seen, everything that I've kind of looked at. If you're looking to go rookie, you could argue Pacheco is a good 20th round click, and I wouldn't call you crazy. Chris Rodriguez too, all that stuff. But all right, let's recap the team: Caleb, Brock Purdy, Michael Penix, Christian McCaffrey, Breece Hall, Katron Allen, Emmett Johnson, Emmanuel Wilson, Ray Day, Drake London, Devontae Smith, Luther Burden, Michael Pittman, DJ Moore, Tyreek Hill, Jeremy Bernard, Eric McAllister, Isaiah Likely, Terrence Ferguson, and Cade Otton. So, all right, let's do a war room because, like I said, the ADP is probably going to be a little different. I don't know if we're waiting on 4, so you want to get in here, just get in here. But you know what I mean? Like this, like the war. Let's take advantage of a day 1 ADP in the war room before this thing probably doesn't fill for like a month or something like that. It's a 4 entry max. There's 4,500 people. Like I don't know. I could see it not filling for a little bit. So let's do the war room. Let's get that going. I think that should be fun. 1 more spot. Come draft in the war room with us. What round are these guys to be drafted in? If you're talking about the running backs that I was just talking about, none of them will go day 2. I don't think any of them will go day 2. But I think if one of them has a chance to be early day 3, and again, you never know because like the where Manungai went this year, I know RJ Harvey went higher than a lot of people thought he was. Tootin was really high. Blue, it just kind of depends. I think the name of those 3 between Mike Washington Jr., Adam Randall, and Jamari Taylor, of those 3, I think Mike Washington is the one that's more likely to be like the kind of the first guy of that group drafted. He's a really big running back. I'll just pull up his stuff because he's a fun film watch too. He's really fast. He's like a great size speed guy. He's from Arkansas. He's 6'2", 223 pounds, and he's fast as shit, and he catches passes. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like that's why I like Mike Washington. He had 1,000 yards at Arkansas this year, 1,200 if you include the scrimmage stuff. So just look at this. Came from Buffalo, went to New Mexico State, had his best season in the SEC, which is crazy because he transferred here for his last year. But so kind of an older prospect, yes, but 6 yards per attempt in the SEC, caught 28 passes, at a guy that stature. Like, I think that's pretty impressive in my book. So Mike Washington's kind of my favorite round 20 shout in terms of rookie RBs. And Jamari Taylor, kind of like a good in between the tackles runner. Adam Randall is kind of like the same prototype as Mike Washington Jr. He's from Clemson. Again, probably like 6 foot, little doesn't weigh as much as Mike Washington. Was a former wide receiver. He's some good burst. He's a really good pass catcher, obviously, but he just kind of looks like running back's a little new to him, which it is. He's a converted wide receiver, but kind Kind of the same thing for Tyrone Tracy. So it's kind of the same deal here. We're still waiting for one in the War Room. If you want to get in here and draft with us, War Room, that's what we're drafting to right now. Going to do one of these on opening day. Just, take advantage of this ADP. So come hang out with us for some War Room drafting. But yeah, man. Man, I keep saying it, but it feels crazy to be back. I got to get a new intro. I got to get some new player clips. I got to do so much stuff. Like we'll keep some. I think we keep some. We'll keep London. Ooh, which ones do we keep? I think we get rid of Quinshon. I like Quinshon. He's not going to be a brand guy again this year, though. Well, we're going to, I don't need to delete it. We'll get rid of Mooney. Mooney's done. I think Adunze's done. Mason's definitely done. I think we keep the Harvey clip. I think we keep Harvey, Coker, definitely Coker. We keep Harvey, Coker, London, and Penix. I think those are the 4 that we keep, and then we add new ones to that, make a new intro, that whole thing. I think that's the move. All right, we're drafting at 8 in the War Room. Who do we got in here? We got JSY's back in here. What's going on? Aaron Sandy's in here. Jay Loading, what's going on? I feel like I recognize Eggers as well. I feel like I recognize that name too. If you're in here drafting, let's tell us where you're drafting at. Don't be a lurker. Gonna have plenty of drafts to do, obviously, but when do the main stuff come out? BBM, Illuminator, etc. BBM comes out usually like that Monday after the draft. Usually, the draft usually ends on that Sunday. That stuff comes out usually like the Monday after the draft. So this is the big board is like the second biggest contest that for like season long stuff is that Underdog offers. So Mike's in at the 12. There we go, Mike. There we go. Drucifer, that's a fun name. Okay. So like looking at 8 here. So like this is kind of that weird range where it's, you have the stud 4 receivers. You have Puka, Chase, JSN, and I put CD in that tier as well. After that though, it's this running back tier that I kind of just don't know what to do with. You got JT, who it's like we saw what he was at when Daniel Jones was in the lineup. You got CMC coming off a really good year, but just the touches are abysmal. I hope he stays healthy. He's going to be like his age 30 season. Cook, new play caller coming in, head coach, all that stuff. We'll see. And then you got Achane, who's got a new coaching staff, but kind of good because it's the passing game coordinator that was already there. So probably pretty good for Achane. It's a Amon-Ra or Achane for me, and honestly, I think it might just be Amon-Ra. I just think it doesn't like a disaster season from him from a play calling standpoint last year, but he still would like pretty much paid off his ADP, like more or less. So I think it's still Amon-Ra, like kind of in that 8 range. I like clicking him there. I do. I think it's a fine click over kind of that running back range, especially if you want to start receiver and you don't want to start running back. I think Amon-Ra is a great click because I feel like there's a clear. I think Amon-Ra is separated from this tier right here. Amon-Ra is kind of in like he's closer to CeeDee Lamb than he is to London neighbors Jefferson, I think. So I've just been clicking Amon-Ra. I think that's been kind of my go-to way of attacking that weird RB range is just click the receiver. So yeah, I don't know. Reminder, if you're watching right now, you have not already, go down there, drop a like on the. We're at 28 likes. We got 45 people watching. Helps me out, helps the channel out. Go down there, drop a like if you'd be so kind. All right, 2 picks away here. I'd love one of these two. If I don't get one of these two, I don't know what I'm going to do. It might be Pickens, but then I think I have no problem pulling up Jeremiah Love. I have no problem doing it. I think it's totally viable. All right, I'm going to get one of these two anyway. London, Amon-Ra is fine with me. Jefferson, Amon-Ra is just as fine. Let's do that. I'm just going to bet on the talent, There's a real chance the Vikings that McCarthy is not like I'd say it's probably like a 60% chance that McCarthy's not the week 1 starter. I truly believe that. And I think and if it's anybody but McCarthy, Jefferson gets he goes up in value, right? He goes up. McCarthy could also always just play better. And I have a hard time not clicking the best talent. Like he's probably the most talented wide receiver in the NFL in the middle of the second round. I will do that more times than not. What's going on, Charles? How we doing? How you been? All right. All right. Yeah, I hate to be a better situation overall. I agree. I 100% agree. Ugh. All right. All right. So yeah, a lot of RB starts kind of, this year, because that's just a lot of those guys go in the top 2, which and it's not bad because, like I said, that running back situation after a certain round, it gets pretty grim. And free agency can, fix a lot of that. Algier's a free agent. You got like some of like those mid-tier guys. Rashad White's a free agent. That stuff. So we'll see. What's going on, Cody? How we doing, baby? How we doing? Yeah, Amon-Ra JJ is fun. I like it a lot. Gives us, later quarterback outs. I can't believe like Rice. I haven't seen Rice fall like really a lot yet. And I can't believe I don't know what he's gonna get. Is he not just a shoo-in to get suspended? Or am I taking crazy pills? I feel like he's just gonna get suspended, and there's like I feel like that's a pretty high chance of that happening. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't be. I'm not touching Rice at all until I know more. If he doesn't get suspended, good. I'll just take him where he's going then. Like, okay, I don't need to take him right now in fucking January when I know nothing. I really want T. Higgins. ETN feels good. K-Dub feels good too. Otherwise, like going AJ Brown, that feels pretty good. Bucky. Let's go ETN. Free agent. Either he's a free agent, he's like one of the best RB free agents. He probably goes to a good spot, or he's back in the Jags. He's probably kind of still in a good spot. So I'm fine with ETN in the 3rd. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Feels like it could be a sucker play, but I mean, he could just be like a better version of DeAndre Swift. So we'll see. And yeah, I think I feel decent about my odds getting another receiver or running back on the way back around here. What are you guys doing with this tier? I've had trouble ranking this one, but like kind of by myself. If you like in the chat right now or in the comments, how are you guys ranking Harvey, Henderson, Scatabo? What are you ranking that? 1, 2, 3. I'm genuinely curious because I think you could make an argument for any of them. I'm genuinely curious because I have no clue what to do there. Zero clue. I'm not taking Drake May this high. This feels crazy for Drake May to be on. It also, like, does this not feel high for McConkey too? That feels pretty high as well. I don't know what's going on there. Adams feels high. I like Flowers here a lot. You can do the rookie receiver game, but I think you just click Flowers, to be honest. I think Devontae Smith is actually fine. I feel like he could fall a little bit more, though. Actually, I don't know if he could. I feel like Devontae Smith's never gone up or down in value ever. He just stays where he is. I like Flowers here. Opens us up Lamar here, too. Let's do Flowers. Henderson, Harvey, Scatabo. Is it Henderson 101? I don't know. It might be Scatabo, Harvey, I might have it the exact opposite of what you had. Scatabo, Harvey, Henderson, maybe. Why is it not Scatabo? They're gonna run the fuck out of that football. It's like it's hurt until he dies. Yeah, so there's that as well. I know that's not great, but kind of fun. I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know what to do with that. I have no idea what to do with Harvey, Scatabo, Hendo. Because Stevenson's back on a pretty good deal. Like, they obviously like him a lot. Like, Henderson has that game-wrecking ability. He could just get be better, be more involved this year. That could always happen. But I don't know. I truly don't know what to do with that. I don't. So all being overdrafted, but Scat, Harvey, Hendo. I guess that's kind of what I was thinking. I don't know how you bounce back from that injury you had. The ankle stuff's actually like better than like an ACL. It looks worse, but it's better. You know what I mean? So I actually think he might be fun. All right. We're a couple clicks away. A little recap. We got ETN, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Justin Jefferson, and Zay Flowers. I got Kyle Pitts in like the 60s today, and I took him there. I thought that was fine, you know. Definitely should not be in the 40s. I think that's crazy. I think we're looking at Lamar here. I think Swift is fine. Kind of scary, but like he's not priced very high. And then, yeah, it's definitely Herbert feels pretty high. Caleb at QB4. I mean, he runs, so you like that, but I don't know what to do there either. Christian Watson, I get it. He gets hurt all the time too. He goes there anyway. I cannot believe Alec Pierce's price. This guy's a free agent. Like, is he going to go there somewhere and be like the 2? I don't know about that. I really wanted Makai Lemon. I was not saying his name on purpose. Fuck you. I really wanted Makai Lemon. That's who I wanted. Ugh. Now I'm sad. I don't know where to go now. It's not Pitts. It's not Pitts here yet. Yeah, I have Pitts. I don't want to click Swift. This is a weird receiver range too, like a Dunze and Igbuka, hot starts, finish the year like shit. Warren, these receivers have question marks too. I think the best click is just DeAndre Swift, as fucked up as that sounds. This is such a weird range because it's like you want like more like so you feel like clicking a Dunze could be a sucker click. Sutton could, Igbuka could, Diggs could, Metcalf could, Evans could. You know, like it's just it's a really, really tough range there. I don't know what to do with it. I have no idea what to do with it. Is there a receiver that you like? Lemon's the guy I want to click there. Lemon's the guy I want there every single time. If Lemon's there in the middle of the 5th, that's who I want. And it's not even a debate. It's not even a debate. So I don't know. We're staying balanced though. This is fine. We can really go. I mean, there's a lot of receivers to choose from. I think Fannin. I think Stefanski not being there is really gonna hurt Fannin. He's a good talent, but like I feel like Stefanski got the absolute most out of him. You know what I mean? I just don't know if the next coach will. Not to say the next coach won't, but until I know who the next coach is, I don't know if Fannin's worth a 6th round click. You know what I mean? So I'd click Warren over Fannin every day of the week, I think. And I wouldn't think twice about it. Okay. One pick away here. Hurts. Okay. Yeah, I'm not clicking Pierce. It might be, I think I like Terry over all of these guys. I could go Warren. It's not Herbo. It's not Dart. I get Dart runs, but that feels a little aggressive. Let's go Terry. Just, unhealthy season. Hopefully he's back. Hopefully he's healthier. He's healthy. He's healthy next year. I think, could be a nice little buy low spot after we were drafting him, in the 3rd round last year at this time. So could be a nice buy low spot. I feel like I just trust him the most out of these guys, even though he was hurt this year. But that was just a season from hell for the Commanders. So we still have some our QB stacking stuff open, so I'm not panicking yet, even though I thought I might get Jaden Daniels on the way back around, but I think we're fine still because we still have Goff. We can go JJ. We can click Kirk too. I think there's some real Kirk to Minnesota buzz. People keep talking about Burrow in Minnesota. I don't think that's happening. That feels pretty unlikely. Just don't think you trade Joe Burrow. But to an NFC team, I mean, it's probably the team they would do it to, maybe. It's the team that needs Joe Burrow the most, probably the Vikings. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Metcalf is an interesting one, too. Honestly, Metcalf might not be a bad one, if I'm actually being completely honest. McCarthy's always kind of gotten some good, like, his wide receiver ones have always been pretty good. McCarthy's, go back to Adams. The CD year where CD was the wide receiver 1 in fantasy, McCarthy was his coach. So I actually don't hate the DK shout. I think I'm not even a huge DK guy, That actually might have been that might not be a bad click, if I'm being honest. That might not be a bad click. I like Ramondre. I think Warren's fun. I think those are the only 2 RBs that I would want. And one of them goes. All right, QB wise though here, I'm not there on T-Law. I feel like I was so ready to like just not be in on T-Law, but you can stack a lot of his guys later too. I don't think I like Stafford enough to do that right now. I don't have any Chargers. I could just go Ramondre, who's fell a decent amount, and I think he's back on the team next year. You know, I think it's Ramondre. So, Ballsy going dual channels, going against PPR solo. Ballsy's going head to head with the king. Granted, I think that stream has been scheduled for a while. Also, too, I saw on whatchamacallit, on Pete's YouTube feed, he has 2027 big board drafts. Like a big board, he has a 2027 big board draft stream scheduled for January 2027. I thought that was wild. I just saw it when I was scrolling. I was like, what the fuck? The fuck is this? Is there some lore that I missed, or did anyone else pick that up? I don't know. I was curious what that was all about. So yeah, people yearn for the return of the drafts. Putting a better fight in the second half of the AFC Championship game. I actually didn't even watch it. I didn't get to watch the second half. I was at a coaches meeting for football, so I didn't get to watch it. I didn't even know who won until I asked a parent at like the parent meeting. I was like, who won? And they're like, the Pats. But the second half was awful. So damn. So I didn't even see. I heard there's a lot of missed field goals. So that's all I know. Okay. Okay. Okay, now we we really gotta start thinking QB here. I'm pissed because I think, oh no, this draft here has T. Higgins. Okay, this is good. I would take Burrow here. Stacking him might be interesting, but god damn it, I think we can do it. But I think Burrow in round 8 is fun. QB 8 Burrow. I'm in. Hopefully Aaron doesn't ruin my dreams. Because if I don't get Burrow, I really don't know who the fuck I'm gonna click. Yeah, I shouldn't have said fucking anything. Fuck. I don't think it's Stafford. Is it Mahomes? It might be Mahomes. I think it's Mahomes. And that feels awful. But I don't know what the fuck. I don't who would you guys have clicked there? There's a lot of these ranges where I'm just not feeling so good about who I'm clicking. Because I can make the case that they're going to be bad. And I don't want to do that. So, I don't know. If people think Corum is taking half the work, then that drops Kyron's ADP. Don't raise Corum. That doesn't make either valuable. But Kyron will be more valuable. Last year was the first year. Did about 200 drafts. Man, I think I might do like 2K this year. There we go. That's what I like to hear. Love that. Could have gone Dak. That's fair. Could have gone Dak. Apparently, we learned nothing about expensive handcuffs. Yeah, right. What are the odds that Ramondre just outscores Henderson again? I feel like it's a little closer than the ADPs would suggest. If I'm being truthful. If I'm keeping it real. Again, if you're just joining us, go down there, drop a like on the live stream. Or if you haven't done that yet, go down there, drop a like on the live stream, and drop a sub as well. 3,000 subs. We'll do a 24-hour live stream. We're streaming every day again. Every day. 200 days is the goal again. It was the goal last year, and we hit it. It is now the goal this year. So go down there, drop a like, drop a sub. Tap that bell. Notifies you when we go live. Like, we'll be live tomorrow. And we're going to start watching some rookies live on stream. Watching some rookie tape. Breaking it down. Going through, each profile pretty in depth. We're going to probably draft while we do it. spend a good amount of time, probably 10, 15 minutes with a particular guy. And then, just really kind of just, get a decent sized snapshot of, things we should know about the guy. That's kind of all it is, right? I'm not saying, I'm some guru or anything. You're like, I'm a draft expert. I love the draft. I love diving into the draft, but a well-informed snapshot of who a player is, I think can do wonders, I think that can do wonders. Okay. I like Surratt, sorry. I like Elijah Surratt from Indiana. I think he's a really fun player. Stafford goes. These quarterbacks are fucking. I can click one on the way back around. Booty seems fun. Price is kind of. We got 3 running backs. I don't think we need him. Strange kind of feels like that might be the click over maybe some of these other tight ends. Let's go Brenton Strange. Some Jacksonville stuff if ETN stays. So for those 20 rounders, how do you like construct roster position wise? Most of mine are 3-6-8-3. Just exactly what Emo said. That if you go heavy wide receiver, I think you can do some 3-7-7-3, but 3-6-8-3 kind of feels like my go-to, I would say. So yeah. Okay. So the rookie running backs we got here are Price, Jonah Coleman, Katron. So it's kind of these 3, they're all kind of fighting for the similar rankings among big boards for the drafts. I like Surratt. I think Coker is actually finally priced here. Addison feels like the one where it's like, man, if that QB situation gets figured out, he feels like the one that could kind of go boom, Like he has the best talent of any of these guys down here for sure. If the quarterback situation is good, Addison, he feels like he could be a really good value kind of down here in this 10th round. He goes there. I think we might just need to go. I think we just have to click off though, to be honest. Oh shit. I need to stop talking because then everyone steals my fucking players. These guys both got 2 QBs. If Aaron Sandy clicks Goff with no Detroit, I will end him. He did not have the charges got dropped, Mr. Brad. Charges got dropped. Apparently I don't know. Not good that he got arrested, but they did get dropped. He is kind of a dumbass. Thank God. All right, let's go Goff. Goff Amon-Ra feels good. Apparently, Addison's lawyer was saying they were going to sue the police department for wrongful arrest or whatever the fuck. So I don't know. I don't know what that's all about. Jennings is an interesting one too. Free agent. If he's back on San Fran, I mean, why would he even leave, dude? If I'm the Niners, I'm not letting that guy leave. There's no way he commands that like crazy money. I feel like he would get like he'd probably get like 19, 20 a year with like what like that or like because Mooney got 17 a year. Jennings feels like the Mooney, like that type of player. Like Judy got 17 a year when he went to the Browns. Like that kind of range of like receiver at the times they were given those contracts. So I feel like, it's pretty attainable. Just kind of, keep him around. Jennings. I just feel like he wouldn't be as good on another team. I don't know why. I feel like he's got real chemistry with Brock. Okay. All right. What are we looking at here? Really balanced. So we can go RB. Kind of need to be mindful of some of the receiver stuff. I think Hunter's a good click. I think Higgins is fine, I think. Jacoby Lane's a fun one. Really fun watch. McMillan's kind of the slept-on one, if I'm being honest. McMillan might be the best click. I think he plays a lot more than people are ready for. They're not ready to see McMillan play as much as he's going to. I think if Hunter's there, though, we just click Hunter. I think it's Travis Hunter first. I mean, the number 2 pick in the goddamn draft. Let's take that guy in round 11. after he had like a crazy fucking 12 reception game or whatever the hell that was. Let's go Hunter. We'll see what we get coming back around to us. I'm not going to say much because there's a couple guys that I want. So I'm going to pull up this board, not really talk about any of the guys that I want because this is kind of the turn where it's like, I think 3 people on this turn are watching the stream. So I'm going to be deceitful on this turn here. Katron goes to Aaron, Debo, Baker. Baker's kind of a nice value. I think Baker's in like a nice like bounce back spot, if I'm being honest. Higgins in the 11th behind Ayuk, Booty, Surratt. That's got to be value. He's got to get traded though. You know, he probably will. Katron, he's from Penn State. He led Penn State in rushing this year. Kind of like a big in between the tackles guy. Not great breakaway speed. He kind of feels like he's got like, I don't know, like he's kind of like a early down back. So yeah. Jose said it. I mean, Emmett was definitely on here. Yeah, it's Emmett Johnson. It's not even fucking close. Emmett Johnson's the best rookie running back value outside of a couple other guys. One other guy in particular, but Emmett Johnson, like in round 12, you should be clicking Emmett Johnson every fucking time. Emmett Johnson could go, I would project that Emmett Johnson's going to go round 3. I think he truly goes round 3. He doesn't go round 2. I don't think a single RB goes round 2. But I think Emmett Johnson, maybe like the last 2 picks of round 2, but I think Emmett Johnson goes round 3. I think the only 3 running, and I tweeted this out and some people disagree. I think the only 3 running backs that go, as of right now, it's January. This could change, okay? So I'm saying that now. But as of right now, the only 3 running backs that I think are going to go or have a very, very good shot of going in the top 3 rounds are Jeremiah Love, Nick Singleton, and Emmett Johnson. I don't think Price has the pass catching or like the crazy season to justify a top round 3 pick. I think Katron Allen's a nice was a way like a feels more of like a college running back than he does an NFL running back. Jonah Coleman has literally the Scatterbo build, but I don't think he's as good of a player as Scatterbo. Kind of those, smaller, thicker, can make you miss, but there's some speed, some real speed concerns there. And then who am I missing? I feel like I'm missing one. I think that might have been it. Katron. Oh, and Jadarian Price, who doesn't, he has like 7 passes caught in the past, like in his 4 years. So yeah, Singleton goes there. I was thinking about clicking him in 13, but yeah. I don't know where Jeremiah Love is getting drafted at. I don't know. Are you talking about like in here? Right now he has an ADP of 22. I think Kittle is, as a tight end 2. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he's expects to. I mean, this is they always say well before November, but like we'll see. I don't know. I think as an RB tight end 2, having him for the stretch, he might be a fine click. He's tight end 2. It's not like you're wasting on a running back. It's kind of easier, if your tight end sucks. You can get by with some very average tight end production in best ball. So top 3 round picks: Love, Price, Johnson, Coleman. That's it. That's fair. Singleton round 4. I just think Singleton's gonna blow up the combine. That's why it's more of like a Singleton is. He's gonna be like the most divisive prospect. I feel like because I think people are going to think he's Trey Benson, and some people are going to think he's Trayvon Henderson. It's kind of one of those 2 comps, really. So I don't know but I think drafting him, in 13-14 is a steal. I do. So okay, Rachaad White's a free agent. Sean Tucker could be good. I mean, Charbonnet with the torn ACL, I don't know if he's worth this price. I think Tank Dell is an outrageous price right now. Damon Claiborne, he's fine. He's kind of fine, but I don't think he should be this high. Rachaad White, like I said, free agent. James Conner, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I could totally see him being a vet running back that comes in. I guess at least goal line upside. There he goes. Tracy goes. I think Tampa Bay could draft somebody or sign somebody, but I think they could just be fine with Tucker. I mean, he's been good for them. Kamara too. You got to think Kamara is involved in some aspect on a better Saints team. Let's go Kamara. You never get to take Kamara this late. He's old, I get it, but I think he might have like a decent year left in him. He might have one decent year left in him. I believe that. We'll see. Yeah, Purdy in the 9th. I think Purdy goes way too late. Do I have one quarterback or two? I have two. Okay, good. That's good. That's kind of about where I want to be. These quarterbacks fly off the board kind of early. You kind of got to figure out your QB thing. Okay. All right, team recap so far. Again, this is a war room, not a big board. We're in the war room right now. We'll draft, probably won't draft another one for a couple weeks, would be my guess. But we got Mahomes, Jared Goff, Travis Etienne, DeAndre Swift, Ramondre Stevenson, Emmett Johnson, Alvin Kamara, Amon-Ra, JJ, Zay Flowers, Terry McLaurin, Travis Hunter, Brenton Strange, and George Kittle. That is the team so far. And then we're kind of now entering that, the disgusting range a little bit. So we'll see what's left when it gets back to us. QB could be fine. Bryce could be fine. Malik Willis is going to be playing somewhere, so I think he's fine. I think any of these three guys are also draftable. Kind of got to figure out some receiver stuff, though. We'll see who comes back to us. We will see who comes back to us. Samson goes off the board. Can I just have Bernard? Thank you. Bernard's yeah. If you missed it in the last draft, you're just joining us. Bernard, I think, is the best value on the board. At receiver. He's my favorite rookie receiver. He's my 30% guy. He's my Harvey this year. I had 30% Harvey last year. If you're new here, loved him. Chased him everywhere he went on the board. Absolutely loved him. I feel the same way about Jeremy Bernard this year. Feel the same way. So take that for what it's worth. As a wide receiver 6 on your team, I think that's a great spot to grab him. You don't have to pay up too much. If he sucks, it's a round 15 pick that didn't work out. You can survive that on any team, So I think it's totally fine. Okay. Hawkinson could be a cap casualty and go somewhere. I also just don't know how good he is anymore. He's not that old, though. How old is he? Like maybe 30? He looks older than he is. He's 28. TJ Hawkins is only 28. He'll be 29 when the season starts. But fuck. What game should I watch of Bernard? Dynasty Nerds, it's a ton of film on him. Watch the Georgia game is fun. There's one game I have in my mind. It's like one of the Florida State game is kind of fun. And I'm trying to think. I think it might have been the Tennessee game. I forget exactly. There's one other game that he's got a lot of just highlight plays, honestly. The Georgia game, though, is good. He had a really good Georgia game. I forget if it was the first one or the SEC championship one. I think it was the SEC championship game. He was good. Okay, one pick away here. Schultz, Parkinson, Tank. All these receivers with Mooney. I mean, am I crazy for thinking Trey Tucker's, I think it's a good pick. There's no receivers on that fucking team. There's no receivers on that team. I'm going Trey Tucker. We'll see who takes that job, but I think Trey Tucker can definitely, I don't know. He was good with, he's had 2 head coaches in the last 2 years, and he's kind of been a guy for all of those. Even with all that Thornton buzz we got early in the year, Trey Tucker was kind of just the most consistent piece. I mean, he was good for them. Even on an awful fucking team, Trey Tucker was good last year. Good enough to be, around 16 pick in January. So I'm in on that. I'm in on Tucker for sure. For sure. Okay. Trick the beach by her salon. All right, other guys we're looking at. Are any QBs we could stack still? McCarthy's gone. Should just kind of low key went McCarthy if I'm being honest. That's fine though. Like honestly, Kirk. I think Kirk is like it's kind of fine if I'm being truthful. I don't know if Brissett's starting. It feels like he could. Rodgers might be the one where it's like he's probably back from Mike McCarthy. I think he likes the Steelers. Like if there's going to be a coach that kind of lures him back, it's going to be McCarthy. And like he played good enough this year. It's not like he was like awful. He was not awful this year. One more year going out on top with like probably like his favorite coach of all time, right? He loves Mike McCarthy. Aaron Rodgers fucking loves that guy. I think he's definitely worth a shout, like in those late rounds there. Okay. Looking at one more running back click, another receiver click. Definitely another QB. So one more QB, one more of each, actually. One more of each position for this team, I think. This team will be fine with 6 RBs, I think, for sure. I think we need the 8 receivers. I really want Stowers. The JSY is putting on a fucking masterclass. Casey Concepcion I forgot he doesn't have an ADP. I was like, I have not seen him on any of the boards, but I forgot he doesn't have an ADP. That's a really, really, really good ADP shout. I totally forgot about that. And I knew that too. I gotta lock in here. I really have to lock in here. Do I just panic click Kirk? I think I panic click Kirk and just roll with that. Hopefully he plays in Minnesota, which I think he genuinely might. Back with KOC. I don't think it would cost him that much. Because I think the other thing, even if Kirk doesn't go to like, there are a ton of QB openings, and Kirk wants to play somewhere. Like Kirk's not like there's a lot of I think QBs who are just fine being a backup. Kirk like genuinely wants to play still. He wants to start. He wants to compete, as like most of these guys fucking do, right? So like I think he's not going to go somewhere to just be a backup. You know what I mean? I really don't think he will. He's a good, obviously he has a connection with Stefanski already in Atlanta. He has one with KOC in Minnesota. And then like there's a ton of other spots that, could have an open QB room, right? You got the Raiders, you got the Cardinals potentially with Kyler Murray, you got the Jets, you got the Dolphins, you got maybe some like early week stuff, with like, I don't know, maybe he'd be open to like, like, hey Kirk, we need you until Penn comes back. We need you until Mahomes comes back. We need you, all this other stuff. So it'll be interesting to kind of see how that whole thing plays out. Maybe the Colts, maybe they want him over Daniel Jones. I think there's a lot of outs for Kirk and where he could be. It's because it's not like last year where like last year it was like, oh, Penix's the guy there to get rid of Kirk. The money actually makes sense this year. They've already said they're going to cut him and then he's free to sign with anybody else. So it's not a trade thing. The Falcons aren't eating a ton of money by cutting him. So it's a different situation this year. I think I think he is going to play a lot more, or at least, he's going to project to play a lot more at the start of the year than I think he did last year for sure. Okay. Am I crazy for just thinking like Mooney's the wide receiver too on Atlanta? I don't think I'm just fucking doing it. I'm doing it. He sucked this year. God, he was so bad. But could he be better? Many are asking. This feels like an awful click, but I don't know who else. Like down here, it's a bunch of awful clicks. You could just say he was hurt, broken collarbone. Stefanski's coming in, new guy. I don't fucking know. But I think it's defensible. I hate the click though. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Fun first draft. Not sure if I like the team, but I'll be in plenty more of yours. I'll have to get shit on by 15-year-old Silvers in Rocket League. Have fun playing Rocket League. I remember, dude, I was on Rocket League like the first like month of the fucking game. Like literally, I remember buying it for free on the PlayStation 4 like store. And let's try this game out. God, that was so much fun. I never was that good though. I can do the ball cam, which is like how you have to play if you're like actually good at Rocket League. I could not do the ball cam. I just couldn't do it. So I was always the goalie. I was like the goalie for Rocket League. I had a blast. I had so much fun. All right, 2 more rounds left here. One RB, one tight end. We'll call it a night. We'll be back tomorrow streaming. Probably that stream will probably be a little earlier in the day because I don't have anything going on tomorrow, I believe. Yeah, just school and I'll be back. So probably around like 6 p.m. is normally when I go live. So again, turn on the bell, tap the bell, notifies when we go live. I want to draft with you guys. I think it's fun, we're all drafting together. So toss a sub and tap the bell. Drop a like, please. You'd be so kind. Back tomorrow at 6, day 2 of the streaming streak. A lot of tight ends here that I think are like Njoku's a free agent. He could just be a Falcon. Follow Stefanski there. If Pitts leaves, Njoku a Falcon, that's a pretty good landing spot for him. Cade Otton just like continues to just, floor with 100 points every fucking year. I think he's I just think it's Otton. Am I crazy for just going Otton? Is there any running backs I need? I don't think so. Let's go Otton. I don't have any Kansas City stacks. Maybe Bernard or like Emmett Johnson. Those are like the only two though. So I don't love that. Okay, running backs here again. Kind of the ones I was talking about earlier. Mike Washington Jr. I'll throw Ollie Gordon in there. Adam Randall and Jamari Taylor. Those are the three that I think three good clicks at the end of drafts. So one of these four I'd like to get. What's the goal this year? How many consecutive streams? 200's the goal. 200 was the goal last year. We hit it. I think we did. I had to actually go back and figure out. I think it was like 213 or something, maybe. I forget exactly how many it was over 200, but it was over 200. That's the goal this year again, then. Literally until like 2-a-days start for football because I coach high school football. That's the goal. What's up, Deal Me In? How we doing? Wasn't able to hang in the chat tonight, but fun being back in some drafts. Well, yeah, totally, man. You took half my fucking players. Thanks for that. But yeah, hey, shout out, man. You know ball. I can tell you know ball. You had some good picks tonight. Sorry about sniping an RB. You're good, dude. I'll take one of these two. Hopefully it's Mike Washington. I came the most. Now Aaron's in front of me, and I fucking said that. I'll take it. I actually haven't taken Adam Randall yet. So, is there anybody I'm missing for rookies? I'm trying to think of the other guys that I watched, and I don't think they're. Let's go, Mike Washington. Fields is the last click. Actually, he's not a terror. I just don't know how the fuck he starts again, but I guess see the vision. I see the vision. Okay, guys. Hey, we're out of here. Again, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Drop a sub and drop a like before you leave. And we'll be back tomorrow, obviously, right? The streak's back, so we'll be back tomorrow. And yeah, keep drafting tonight. Take advantage of this crazy ADP. Hopefully you learned something from the stream today. And let's have a fun drafting season. This is the start of a very, very long journey. We won't know if we win any money from these drafts until 11 months from now. But God damn it, it's worth the wait.